Well, welcome, guys. This is a tutorial about how to use Audacity, which is our podcasting software, so you can have these directions and hopefully refer back to them as we're creating our project. So Audacity is very, very easy to use. It's pretty simple software. So up here in the corner, you have all of the tools really that we're going to need to record. A couple of things you have to make sure that are have the proper settings. First of all, we want to make sure that we have the correct microphone plugged in. So you want to make sure that you have the correct microphone. In our case, it's probably going to be an external microphone. So notice I don't have that option up here right now because I don't have a microphone plugged in, but it's probably going to be our external microphone. The other settings aren't very important right now. 2 stereo is fine, and then this is just our sound card. But we want to make sure that we have our external microphone plugged in. Okay. So to use Audacity, it's very, very simple. All we do is we hit this button right here to start recording, and it will record. Now notice I have a flat line right here right now, which means that Audacity is not recording through my microphone. So I have the wrong microphone selected. I try it again, it creates another one, and I have a flat line. What you should see are spiked lines, and the louder your voice gets, the bigger the spikes will be. Okay, so make sure that you have the correct microphone installed and that you see those lines. Now I don't want these tracks here because I didn't record anything, so I'm just going to delete it. So I'm going to select my X here, and I'm going to delete it, and it's gone, and I'm going to delete that one, and it's gone, so I could start over. Okay, but I'll make sure that I try to get the correct microphone. My sound settings aren't working at the moment, but we can still move forward. Okay, so now I want to record something that I'm actually going to use, so I'm going to hit the record button, and I'm going to record, I'm going to record, I'm going to record, I'm going to record, and I'm going to pause because I'm in the middle of something. Okay, if you've paused in Audacity, you can't use any other functions in the program because it's paused. What you have to do instead is stop. Now it will let you use the other functions. Okay, and now I want to add another voice. So perhaps it's time for someone else in my group to speak instead of me. So I'm going to take the eye tool, the little cursor here, okay, which is we use it from here, select the little eye cursor, and I'm going to put it there at the end of where I spoke last, and then I'm going to record again. And notice it's going to start recording where I left off, and the next person speaking. Okay, and then when I'm done, I'm going to stop. And now I've got 2 audio tracks. So that was my first speaker. Here's my second speaker. It's best for us if we keep all of these together in one audio track. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take our time shift tool. We're going to take that, and notice we can move this now back and forth, but we can also move it up and connect it to what we just did. I'm going to delete this audio track here, and now I have one seamless thing. So if I go back and select my selection tool, I put it at the beginning, and I hit play, and now it will play all the way through in one seamless audio sound. Hit stop. Okay, so then when I'm ready for the next person to record, I go to the end, hit my record button, and then we record. And when they're done speaking, I go back to my time shift tool, and I move it up. Okay, and then I'll just delete this audio track, and again, we've got one seamless thing. If you know someone's going to be, if someone's absent and you need to record their part, it's very easy to just kind of put a space in here like this, okay? And that way you know that their voice needs to go in here. And then you can record the rest of the program, and when it's time to put their voice in, again, you don't know how long they're going to talk for, but you can leave that space to remind yourself it needs to go in there. And then you can just shift everything down to make space for that audio piece that you have to put in the middle of your project. Okay, so if someone's not here, you can still go forward and record. Just leave a space there for them and put that in later. Okay. That's pretty much it as far as recording things. It's pretty easy to use to put things, record things. Just pretty much stop, start. If you want to listen, again, put your cursor wherever you want to start, and you hit the play button, and you can stop. But the key is that you can't really do anything with Audacity if you're in the pause mode. It has to be stopped. Okay? All right. Now, as far as saving this, so I'm ready to, I've worked on it for a little bit, and I want to save my work. File, we want to click Save Project As, okay? And it's going to tell you here, if you save this as an Audacity project, it's only going to work on Audacity, okay? So if you click File and Save Project As, it's only going to allow you to open these files in Audacity and not in anything else. So this is what you want to use if you're not done working on your project. So you've done a little bit of it, you're saving it, and you want to come back and you want to work on it again. Okay? So you click OK, and it's going to give you this Audacity Projects AUP file. Okay. You want to save this on a flash drive or in your drive, your network drive at school. And you want to title it, whatever title it is. But this project is, again, it's incomplete. So you'll be able to come back and open up this file and work on it again. When you're done with your project, it's a little bit different process. You click File, and now you're going to select Export Audio. Okay? And this is going to give you a bunch of different options now for how to export it. The two easiest ones are the default setting, which is a WAV file. It's a Microsoft file. Or you can choose an MP3 file. Either one will work. Okay. And in the MP3 settings, you can just leave it there. But when you click Save for that then, it's going to let you know it needs a file name. Okay. Oops. Okay. So there's a troubleshooting issue. We don't have that particular file. I can't save it as an MP3. So instead, I'm going to go to WAV. Okay, and see if I can save that. Okay, so we're going to use a WAV file then if we don't have the MP3 extension, which your computer probably won't because mine didn't. So now here we have some options to tag it, so when we play it, we'll know who it is. So artist name would be your college team. Track title will be your colony name. And comments, you could put your group members. Okay, and then we would click OK, and Audacity is going to turn it into a WAV file for us that we can then use to turn the project in. Okay? When it's time to turn the project in, we're going to turn it in through a drop folder on Fusion, which I will have underneath a homework assignment, and you can turn it in there. And I'll show you how to do that in class. But we look under there under homework, and we will upload the file. Okay. With Audacity, we can also add sound into it in the background. This is something that I don't know if we're going to be able to do because it's going to depend on your computer settings and if it can record some things. But you can actually add some sound in the background. If you're done with your recording and you're interested in adding some sound in, I can come by your group and we can see if it'll work with your computer settings, and I could show you where to go to add in a little bit of sound. But I don't want you to get caught up on the sounds. I'm more interested in the content of the overall podcast. Okay, so again, that's using Audacity. It's very, very simple podcasting tool to use. There's a whole bunch of other things that we can do with it, but these are the simple tools. Again, there's a sheet on Fusion for you to look at with the instructions as well. All right, so if you have any questions, again, feel free to come find me, but use this video, go back, pause it, use it again, and when you're doing your project. Good luck.